10 things I love about living in the USA as a German. Let's jump into this and check out the 10 things she has to say about the USA.
Why did I move to America? Well, there are just a lot of things that I love about living here. So today I'll tell you about my 10 favorite things about living in the US.
I can't wait to do my version of this when I get over there.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel.
Someday, man, someday.
My name is Felicia and I'm a German living in the US. As many of you already know, I was born and raised in Munich, and I first came to the US in 2016 for an exchange semester during my undergrad. I then came back for an internship, then I came back for my master's again, and then I was lucky enough to win the green card lottery, which is why I'm now here as a permanent resident.
Wait, what's a green card lottery? You could do a lottery to win a green card?
And of course,
just
people
random?
ask me a lot, why did I do this? Why did I move here? Why leave Germany? And the answer to that is that I didn't leave Germany because I didn't like it there anymore, or because Germany isn't a good country to live in, because Germany is a pretty amazing country to live in. But the reason is that every time I was here, I just really enjoyed it here. Those of you who have lived abroad before probably know how exciting it can be and how amazing it can feel to like challenge yourself, get out of your comfort zone by living in a completely different country where everything is new. So the excitement is definitely one reason why I came here, but the other reason is that I just love a lot about the US and about American culture. And what those things are exactly, that's what I'll tell you now. So here are 10.
You know what I need to do? I'm watching these videos, right? And all I can think about is with how well the support from you guys have been on the YouTube. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Hopefully, like next year or the year after, I can literally take like as many months off, go over to America and make as much content as possible and just travel. Oh my, it would literally be so good. I'll be living my life, bro. Like, just imagine like taste test videos, going to nature parks, going and seeing just seeing everything, bro. It'd be so good.
About living in the US. The first
Hopefully
point on my list is that I love how open and friendly Americans are.
Yep.
Not every single one, of course. So just a general disclaimer, whenever I make like a generalizing statement about Americans.
Yeah, not every single one. If you step on the wrong person's lawn, hey, get off my lawn.
This obviously doesn't apply to every
I don't think they're gonna be too friendly.
But it's just my personal experience with the majority of Americans in comparison to Germans. So overall, Americans are a lot more open and friendly than Germans, and that's just something that makes being away from home a lot easier, and it makes living here really enjoyable. I
do that every time. Every time I feel bad for anyone that I speak to that's German and stuff, I just say the same thing over and over. Das ist gut. Das ist nicht gut.
This includes that approaching people and talking to each other is very easy and comfortable here. In Germany, the threshold to do those things is a little bit higher. But here you can pretty much just walk up to someone and start talking to them, like if you have a question, for example.
Oh my god, that would never happen in the UK. Do you know if some random person came up to me and started talking to me randomly, I'd be freaked out. I'd be like, whoa, 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 whoa. First of all, you're in my space, man. But that's the same with everyone in the UK. It just don't happen.
At certain social settings, of course, like at a gathering or when you're at work or school. But people even approach each other just at the store or on the street sometimes. And most Americans are really friendly too. They're polite to each other. They usually have a friendly tone.
Not like the UK.
They're interested in what you have to say. They share personal stories with you. They give you compliments. And if people are in a bad mood, they don't usually take it out on everyone around them, which in Germany I sometimes feel like you can just tell that someone is in a bad mood.
I don't know. I feel like in the UK, from my personal own experience, hey, I'm working on it. I'm working on it, right? I am. But in the UK, I feel like it's very, very normal if you're in a bad mood. Unfortunately, it reflects on everyone around you. In my experience, I'm working on it, man. I'm working on it. I really am.
And obviously, that doesn't brighten your own mood either. The second point on my list is that it's easy to make friends in the US. Since most Americans are so open and friendly, I
need to come over, man. I have no friends.
Found it really easy to make friends here in the US, which obviously made my experience here
honestly, I can count the amount of friends I have on half a hand. Yeah. Less than half a hand.
so much better in the beginning.
I'm
Because
not
when
kidding.
you come to a new country and
Actually
don't
not
know
kidding.
anybody, having friends changes a lot actually, and it's pretty much the first step to
Right.
feeling at home in the new country.
Don't rub it
People
in.
were also really hospitable in the beginning. They offered to show me around when they heard that I had just arrived, or they drove me to places because they knew that I didn't have a car, or they invited me to hang out with them and their friends, or to come along on trips. So that was really
Oh, that's
amazing for me.
cool.
But even after 3 years, I just love how there isn't a really big threshold to becoming someone's friend, and how it's also really easy to connect different friend groups with each other.
Yo, she's talking to me right now. She's actually talking to me. Because in the UK, to be someone's friend, right, if you haven't known them from school, there's a whole ass checklist, bro. And then if you are trying to be their friend, you have to like message every hour of every day, bro. The reason why I don't have any friends is because like if you're my friend, I'm gonna like ring you. I kind of like the friends where you will talk the same if you spoke like a month ago, 6 months ago, a year ago. It doesn't change, right? When I talk to my two friends, we could have not spoke for a year and we'll just carry on talking like literally we spoke yesterday. You know what I mean? And I think that's perfect. Let them do them. Let me do me. If they ever need anything, let me know. If I ever need anything, I'll let them know. Vice versa, if I want to chill, then we'll chill. Stuff like that. We're busy with our lives. So, yeah, that's probably why I don't have many friends. Because in the UK, if I want new friends, bro, I'm going to have to go through a whole goddamn book just to be their friend. And then when I am their friend, I'm going to have to do daily objective. Bro, ain't no way, bro. I'm coming to America.
Like in Germany and some other European cultures, people kind of prefer to stay within their established friend circle.
Yeah,
and if you have several of those circles, you usually hang out with one or the other. But here, connecting friend groups and also inviting people to join if you've already made plans with your friends is really common and simple. These things can be a lot more complicated in Germany, which is also why for people who are new to Germany, it can be really tricky to make friends in the beginning. But the good news is that once you've made friends in Germany, it usually means that you can really rely on them and that they're going to be in your life for a while. Whereas here, I'd say that, and of course this varies a lot, but overall, I'd say that not only the threshold of making friends is pretty low, but also of losing them or losing sight of each other. But the point still stands, I love how easy it is to make friends here. Americans are a lot more spontaneous than Germans, and I love it. Germans love planning, so most Germans plan things like hanging out with friends at least a few days or even weeks in advance. Here, I really enjoy that people are much more spontaneous, and sometimes it can even happen that you didn't know what you were going to do tonight, but then suddenly
I need this in my life. I need to just move, man. I actually just need to move. I'm really bad. Like, anyone can tell you. If you plan anything with me, I'm going to be like, oh, I'm down. Okay, I'm down. A week to it? Nah, can't be bothered. Do you know what I mean? So, like, I don't know what it is. But if I plan things, I don't end up doing it. But let's say, like, my mate called me today and was like, yo, I'm coming down tonight. We're doing this. I'll be like, yo, cool. Let's do it. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. That's weird. Now that I think about it, that is very weird. Is it because I'm like, I want to do it, but then because the amount of time I'm waiting to do it, I'm getting bored and I'm just finding reasons to not do it then? I don't know. Very weird. Very weird. I don't know. Is any, what are the people that deal with stuff like that? Any psychiatrists or something? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section. That's weird, isn't it? But I've done that so much. All my, like, bro, if any of my mates is watching this, I'm sorry. If any of my two friends are watching this, I'm sorry. I do it all the time.
Like a game night with 8 friends or something, and that just happened like the hour before. Just an example, of course, but I hope you guys know what I mean. In Germany, the majority of those 8 people probably would have already had plans, or if they didn't, they may not have been up for a spontaneous thing like that. The downside to this is, of course, that people also bail spontaneously sometimes, and if you like to plan ahead a lot, it can get tricky at times. Americans are very good at enjoying themselves and treating themselves without feeling the need to have an actual reason for it. And I personally find that to be a very healthy way of looking at life.
Yeah. Wait, enjoying, treating, healthy? Where we going with this?
Germans often have the need to justify those things towards others. Like if
Don't have to justify?
they treat themselves with unhealthy food, or if they go to bars and get
Oh.
drunk, or if they spend a lot of money on a new pair of shoes, or whatever it is, Germans often compare themselves with others and judge each other in certain ways. And so if you do something where you feel like other people may think something like, oh, why did he spend all that money on shoes when we all know that he doesn't have that much money and he should have just saved that for emergencies.
I hate people like that.
Germans tend to explain themselves and justify their actions towards others when technically they don't owe anyone an explanation.
Hate people like that.
In the
Hey, listen, if anybody has ever experienced anything like that, live your life, please, however you want it. Don't let anyone, literally anyone, have any opinion on it that matters. Don't let anyone alter it. Just do you, man. If you want to save your money, cool, save your money. If you want to go spend all your money, cool, go and spend your money. As long as you're enjoying it and it's not affecting you in a bad way, cool, whatever, bro. Whatever. You want to go buy a stupid £5,000 candle? Go and buy that candle and light that candle up, bro.
US, people don't really do that
And
as
enjoy
much,
that
but
candle.
I also don't see people being as judgy as in Germany, and Americans don't begrudge each other as much either. So I think that's probably
Yeah, if anyone has ever bought a £5,000 candle, you're an idiot. I'm kidding.
the reason
Okay.
why people don't feel as
body
compelled
candle.
to justify their actions here. For me personally, this whole attitude of just treat yourself if you're in the mood for it definitely had a positive impact on how I live my life. These things are all somewhat related to each other, but the next thing that I love about living in the US...
there's a theme with this right now, and it's to do with people just being nice and just open.
is this optimistic and positive atmosphere.
Is the
here.
rest of the
Germans are
world really that
oftentimes a lot
bad?
more skeptical and critical, so I find that positive vibe here in the US really inspiring. You can observe this in all kinds of different contexts and parts of life, like how people just compliment each other a lot. But to give one concrete example, you can see this a lot in the field of entrepreneurship, especially when it comes to new ideas and thinking out of the box. So broadly speaking, when the average German would ask, why, the average American asks, why not? So while Germans
Sick.
often
Like that.
focus on finding potential problems
I like
and
that.
reasons why something could possibly fail, Americans focus more on the potential and have more of a can-do attitude and
Love that.
don't give up easily even if they fail a few times at first. And this attitude is something that Americans don't only have about their own life, but towards others too. Celebrating other people's success, encouraging others, and also
Oh my
supporting
God.
them to use
Preach.
their talents in the best possible way is a part of American culture that
Oh my God, bro, it's just better in every way. The people, it's just the people. Because in the UK, it's just jealousy. And people want people to fail, bro. People want people to fail. Like, bro, I've experienced so many times of just like, where I've just noticed that other people were talking about other people. And I'm talking about British people here. And I'm like, what? Like, they're close to you. They're your friend. Why do you like? And then talking in the sense where they want them to fail. I'm like, what? Huh? See, I don't have any friends. So I can't really want them to fail. You know what I mean? I don't really have many. So, but I've heard in so many cases, like, yeah, it's crazy, man.
I would
Crazy.
love for Germans to adopt a little. This kind of ties in with what I said about judging each other earlier, but Germans unfortunately often begrudge each other's successes, and instead of being happy for other people, we oftentimes feel envy and
Yep.
somehow feel like another person's success may make us less successful or valued. Again,
Yep.
this doesn't apply to every single German, of course, but it's definitely something that you can see in German society.
They don't actually appreciate someone's success and like are happy for them. Do you know what I mean? They might fake they're happy for them, but they're really not.
And who knows, maybe this
That's not for everyone, by the way. That's not for everyone. No, it's not. It's not.
Optimistic
But like in many cases, it is.
and positive spirit here in the US still goes back to the pioneers who came to this new country with a lot of big dreams. Very closely related to that is that I also love how enthusiastic Americans can be. Whether it's about their favorite sports team or
Oh wow, yeah. This whole video is just, yo, are the people that different? This title should be 10 things about American people. That's just what it's on.
Or just the school they're attending, Americans are usually not afraid to share their enthusiasm with the public, and they're also not ashamed to stand up for what they like and to show their excitement to everyone else.
Yeah, UK's like
As
that.
I've mentioned in my video on sports cultures, Germans
definitely with football, like with sport. Oh my god. Oh my.
Can be like that when it comes to soccer, but besides that, we're usually a lot more reserved and modest about those kind of things. Unfortunately, this also sometimes applies to our own accomplishments and things that we should be really proud of. Sometimes people are very modest and humble about those things too, and feel like they can't really celebrate openly because it would make them look like they're bragging and make them unlikable, which I think is really sad.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point. That's actually really good. If you do anything successful in your life, right, you should talk about it. Celebrate it. It's a massive achievement. Why do you have to why does everybody have to keep like achievements like hidden? Because like if you talk about it, it's like you're bragging. Do you know what I mean? Like, bro, you know, if I hit 100k on YouTube, I am celebrating to the T. And if you don't like it, then leave, bro. You know what I mean? Then leave. Because like, what's the point of going for these crazy goals of yours? And I'm talking for everybody, right? What's the point of going for the crazy goals? When you hit the goal, you don't get to celebrate it. Do you know what I mean? Why just keep it hidden? It don't make sense.
So I think being positive and celebrating each other and supporting each other is awesome in the US.
And you want people around you to celebrate as well. Like if my friend did something crazy, right? Like he got a new job. I'm celebrating with him, you know what I mean? I'm showing that I'm happy for him and stuff. Yeah, talk about it a lot. I'd want him to talk loads, but to other people, it's like bragging and don't want to hear it. It's mad. It's mad.
The next point on my list is that I love how individualism is valued.
That's why I like the two friends that I do have. That's why I do like them. Because I will brag to them and they will brag to me, but it's not bragging, right? They're just celebrating whatever they're doing in their life, and I'm celebrating whatever I'm doing in my life. And it's good. It's good. I like it.
In the US, and how I feel like that the need to fit in and to float with the current isn't as big as in Germany. This is based on my personal experience, and it is compared to Germany, and this may vary a lot in different places between rural and urban areas, but overall I feel like you're really encouraged here to be who you want to be and do what you want, as long as you don't break the law or harm anyone. I've talked about this with my German friend in this video a little, but Germans tend to look at each other a lot in public. Some people would say that we stare, while in the US I feel like it really doesn't matter what you look like. Whether you're wearing gym clothes out to the bar or have a lot of tattoos and piercings.
I'd say in the UK people don't really stare. I'd say like if I seen someone wearing like pajamas, they're just doing them, you know what I mean? So
or are bigger than other people.
I think UK's a little bit like American in that sense.
Give you weird looks usually. And to be honest, I don't hear Americans talk about others a lot either, which I think is awesome. The motto was kind of like mind your own business, but in a good way. Okay, this is old news.
Oh, okay. Yeah, in the UK, everyone talks about everyone behind their back. I'm telling you, oh my. Yo, it is that is the definition of the UK. Everyone will talk about listen, you just gotta assume when you're not with someone, they're talking. That's how bad it is. That's how bad it can be. That's how bad I've experienced it. I'm telling you right now.
But another thing that I love about living here is that the United States are huge and there's just so much space here. In Europe,
I thought you were talking about space, the actual space. Yeah, about. Okay.
Everything is much more dense and just smaller than in the US. This starts with the country itself, but it also applies to how streets are much wider, stores are bigger and have bigger selections, houses are bigger, and you don't have to be rich to have your own yard and driveway, and even things like fitting rooms in a store are bigger. So except for a few dense cities in the US, everything is just more spread out here, and that definitely gives me a feeling of freedom. On to the next point, I also love how within one and the same country, there's just so much scenic diversity.
I've said this so many times, right? America is like 50 different countries in one. From all the videos I've seen, I'm like, am I looking at the same country? Am I actually looking at the same place,
I
bro?
mean, Germany has a very diverse landscape too, and so do a lot of other countries.
UK doesn't.
But I love that in the US you have two
UK
different
definitely
coasts,
that.
you have really warm and really cold climates, you have swamps and beaches and the big lakes and mountains and vast openness
Yep.
and the canyons when you
Forests.
go out west. And still, when you travel all of this, you're in the same country the whole time
Mad.
with the same language and the
Crazy.
same currency and all the things you're used to. Okay, so for the last point, this topic has come up quite a lot in my recent videos about how the US is all about convenience.
Yep.
And I mean, I would lie if I said I didn't enjoy that. You can pretty much get anything you want here 24/7. Okay,
That's
right now
good.
you can't with this whole pandemic going on, but before this happened, you could, and hopefully after.
Do you know what? In the UK, a lot of places was open 24/7. Do you know what I've noticed? After the pandemic, they've stopped. So like so many McDonald's was 24/7, and now a lot of them are not 24/7 anymore. Some of them, yeah, they are, but a lot aren't that I've noticed. And a lot with like KFC, for example, and then like some of our shops like Asda and stuff, they used to be 24/7. After pandemic, they're not. Very, very, very strange.
A lot of the stores here like Target or Walmart have pretty much everything you need in just one place. So everything from groceries to furniture, clothing, medicine, hardware.
That's very
but
handy.
also in just regular grocery stores, you can usually get way more than just food. And as I've mentioned before, stores have huge selections. So like a full aisle just for cereal is pretty normal, or like 20 different brands of pasta sauce and those kind of
Oh my
things.
God.
And in addition to that, there are drive-thrus for almost everything.
Yeah,
so you
I've
can
heard
just
about this.
conveniently get food from your car, or coffee, or medicine.
You lot have a cash point drive-through. That's all I need to say.
Or cash, or even
Yeah.
liquor. And of course, the US has amazing customer service, which is something that I absolutely enjoy about living here, and this also plays into the whole convenience thing. Most
Yeah.
salespeople at stores are extremely friendly and
They
help
gotta
you
get their tips,
wherever
man.
they can. Waiters are usually really happy to accommodate your special requests, and even at the grocery store, you don't even have to bag your own things in most cases. And for those of you who
in the
think
UK
that
you can do
customer
that.
service is bad here in the US, believe me, you do not want to come to Germany then. So that was the end of the list.
No, that was a good video, I can't lie. Good points as well. But enjoyed that a lot. Hopefully you guys did as well. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. If you guys enjoy, make sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe for more content. I'm live every single day on twitch.tv/AlphaWG. I've also started posting to my other channel. The name is AlphaWG. It's in the description as well. It's more like funny reactions and try not to laugh and stuff like that. So yeah, if you want to check that out, I appreciate anyone who can show love on the other channel as well. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.